Hey guys, it's Mike, the Wrestling God Smith, and you guys are watching All in Wrestling. The, like I said, today's video I'm gonna do something a little different because I actually got to get this off my chest because I just heard an interview with WWE.com, Wrestle Talk, Dave Meltzer. Um, so they're rehiring Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff to run SmackDown and Raw, and before I get into this big thing, because I'm not going to make it a rant video because it's 7 in the morning, I'm not going to yell because I have people in my house. Um, like I said, guys, before I begin, first question is what and why and how? Do they understand those two together, the two biggest guys in the wrestling business today? No, 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 no. If that happens, if Paul runs Raw, that means Seth is gonna lose that title because Paul can freaking screw Seth any point at any time, and that's something you don't want to do. And Eric Bischoff running SmackDown, no, 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 no. That's bad. That's very, very bad. And I mean bad. Okay, I'll tell you why I don't think Paul Heyman running Raw is good. Because that was the point. That's the point of having Shane and Stephanie run the shows. To give us ratings. That's the point. You're gonna get those two to run both Raw and SmackDown? No, bro. No, 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 no. Because if Heyman runs Raw like he did SmackDown in 2003, it don't work. Because Seth can't be champion over there. Then even if he beats Brock, Brock will just keep springing up every pay-per-view. That's the point. He'll keep springing up, and that dude will keep coming back like a demon, coming back. Every time you beat him, he comes back. And that's very, very bad. Because that would ruin us and put us in another crappy year for 2020 rather than 2019. So pretty much, we're not gonna get Seth. Seth is gonna be champion for a couple of months until this deal goes through, which I don't think it is. It's stupid. And the reason why I think this is a bad idea, ladies and gentlemen, because it's gonna mess up the ratings. The ratings are gonna go down the poop. It's gonna go down. And you don't want that. You don't want ratings going down on your two big flagship shows. Because that's bad. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't mind Eric running SmackDown because we've never seen him run SmackDown, only from what we've seen from Raw with the Ruthless Aggression era. But that's a bad idea. You see how maniacal that dude can get. We've seen him from Raw. And if he's anything like his younger self, like he was when he had the black hair, and gray and TNA, he's gonna freaking sink the ship. And I don't want that to happen. Because what Paul Heyman and Bischoff will do will pretty much cause a freaking brand war, which should never happen. Which they'll do because people from Raw will jump on the SmackDown, people from SmackDown will jump on the Raw, and that's what will end up happening. And rather get some guy like like Teddy Long, the guy who could run SmackDown against Paul Heyman, would be better because that way, that's like kind of giving us it's Teddy Long. Oh, if we get him, we can just let it run. But I digress. Because this is what I mean. I understand they're trying to create something new to get the draft to go, to get people from NXT to come in there, but That's the thing. Triple H is gonna be even angrier because his team, his NXT call ups are gonna go to Raw because Eric doesn't know what to do with. Paul won't know what to do with dudes on Raw because even if there's too many, there's not enough talent for Raw to be stacked with, unless you take Walter from NXT UK and put Imperium, all of them together, like Undisputed Era, and drag them and put them on SmackDown to make the tag division and the singles division better. Because the thing, Adam Cole can go and after the World Heavyweight title. Bobby and Kyle O'Reilly can go after the tag. And then Roddy could go after the Intercontinental title because they would all basically win because they would all four of them would have a set. All four of them would have actually a set of titles rather than them being at one point or one another or one time or another. They would because Adam leads them. So him going after the biggest title in sports entertainment. Kyle and Bobby going after the tag titles, which would make the tag divisions more willing to defend the titles and win. And then, because we have a women's division, but they would need a woman or somebody like Nikki Cross to play a part, which would be good because that would actually give her. And I think about it, why don't they just get Nikki to play that Cross role? Because the thing is, it would work. It would work. Because the joke is, it would work because the thing is, they need something to balance it. And what I mean by that, because if they got the Undisputed Era could stay in NXT for at least another point in time or another year, and that's the thing. Or you bring Velveteen Dream in, and you bring Velveteen Dream to Raw to kind of balance the fact that he would go after Seth and the Universal title. So it basically would be the Velveteen Dream against Seth Rollins because it's the biggest thing we've never seen. We've never seen NXT superstars go after the other. And because you never see Johnny Gargano, he would go to SmackDown to get a title because that way that he could fight the Undisputed Era. And Matt Riddle could go to Raw to take on Brock because that'd be a match he's never had. See where I'm going with this, guys? It would be a match he's never had in the situation, right? And this is what I'm thinking. This is why I think this is the inverse situation, because the reason why I think Paul's not going to SmackDown because he can't make SmackDown what it once was. Because it was different then. And now, because, we have the 2019 going in there, a lot of things have changed. You can't be real sexist about everything. I mean, you can, but there's a lot of rules to go through. And here's my thing, right? Here's my thing. They start doing that means they get more ratings. That means they would drag both the brands into the ground, but the ratings would spike. Because Raw superstars would be such a big of a brand war. Because they don't know what to do. And knowing that Paul's got some ulterior motive being on Raw, meaning that he can give Brock multiple title shots without even thinking of using the Money in the Bank. So he could he can vacate the Money in the Bank. He could just get an automatical shot to the number one contendership. Or what happens, anybody from Raw can take the Money in the Bank shot and cash it in. See what I mean, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. What I mean, this is not gonna be a long video, guys. I'm just talking as I think. What I mean by the inverse is because Eric Bischoff, from his history with WCW, and him running as a general manager over there when it was where there was no sense of general managers anyway. See, they can't really do too much trouble because Vince has got to watch them. and Triple H is gonna watch him, and he's gonna see what they can do. See, and that's the point. And a part of me thinks the reason why Eric isn't going to Raw and Paul isn't going to SmackDown is because the fact that it just wouldn't work. There's no more draft lotteries anymore because they can't do that. They would have to do an actual WWE draft to think, oh, where can we put them? And the thing is with Io Shirai, or the people from NXT UK 205, they would have to drag them in a certain way because they don't know how to. And the thing about Noam Dar, because he's on the, because the fact that NXT is the biggest running show next to the main rosters, because of the fact they have two different brands of NXT now and not just one. See, and now that the breakout tournament's still going on, they're going to pretty much have that plan to set up a lot of things, to make it easy, to come out, to set up a lot of people, a lot of new talent, because a lot of the new talent from NXT are not getting older. They're staying young because that's the thing. You've got Velveteen Dream, who is literally a phenomenon in NXT. And then you have him. You have Tyler Breeze. You got him. So you have Tyler Breeze taking a bit of time. And I mean this because you have to take it a little bit. And you kind of have to give something, and you kind of have to keep going with it. So the realization would be to keep making money. And I say this, guys, and I'm not making this a long video, but I say this because this is what's going to happen. Everybody's going to have their theories about everything in the world. I'm just speaking truth because what I've seen over the years and what I've seen from wrestling, because I'm a wrestling guy. That's what I know. I'm telling you. And this is another prediction I'm going to make. Brock is going to be U.S. champion. He's going to be Universal Champion at Extreme Rules. And before you guys ask me why, it's because Paul Heyman is going to make it seem like he's going to care for Raw. It's not. It's a Ponzi scheme. He's only going to step in to the general manager role because he can get Brock a title shot. That means he could bring guys, and that means he'll probably bring some more dudes in from NXT and probably mix up the card a bit, but he's only going to do it because Brock needs more competition. Meaning, he'll probably get Walter to come in there and beat the crap out of him, or some craziness like that. On the other hand, Eric is probably going to stay on SmackDown to do what he used to do, which is the backstage politics, but that's a different time. Because the one thing he could do is probably get Scott Steiner. But we know that he won't go back to WWE for a reason because the dude's a psycho. Because, But anyway, like I said, guys, I believe in a lot of things. Because, like I said, I have hope for both SmackDown and Raw to survive. But I just don't think it's going to be possible. I don't think it's going to be possible because for miraculously for SmackDown to survive from the fallout is going to be miraculous. Because to get all those dudes, to get all that women's talent, we stacked it up and they built it, and that's why SmackDown gets to tune in a lot because of Kofi, because Kofi's a champion, and because Kofi will not give up in the fight. He doesn't want to. Because Brock rather go after the Universal title and be champion. And Roman gonna fight Brock again because he wants to fight him. Well, Undertaker will come back and fight him and beat the crap out of him for the loss he suffered at WrestleMania 30. But anyway, guys, like and comment and subscribe. Peace.